Hi Professor, my name is Danae Hall. Today is September the 10th and I am doing the video for the Microbiology Laboratory Preparation Lab, which is week 1's lab. This week there wasn't any working with cultures or anything like that, but we did have to find a spot in our house where we could incubate the cultures and keep them throughout the weeks. So the best way to do this is to find a spot in the house where there's not any windows, any natural light, or even artificial light coming in throughout the day. A place that doesn't have any like breezes or airflow is best. And then you also want to make sure that there is a steady temperature of between 20 and 25 degrees Celsius, which is about like 75 degrees, kind of around there. So I found a great spot for this. I'll show you in a second. It's actually in the bathroom cupboards. It's very clear in there. There's not going to be any children or any pets kind of disturbing that area. And it's also free from any light and any airflow. So it's a perfect spot for incubating the cultures. The next thing that we needed to do was kind of review some safety procedures for working with cultures. So one of them is when disposing of a culture, we have to make sure that we're doing it correctly. So what you do is you take the culture and the container that it's in and you soak it in pure bleach for about 2 hours, and then you take it out. You're going to tape the entire thing shut, wrap it in paper towels, and then seal it in a plastic bag and dispose of it. If there's like a liquid culture that spills ever, you just need to put a bunch of paper towels on top of it and then soak them in 10% bleach, and then wait for them to kind of sop up, and then clear the workstation, clean it with 10% bleach. And then lastly, before or after with working with any cultures, you need to declutter the workspace and then clear it or clean it with 10% bleach, a solution that you can make at home. Next, what we needed to do is kind of make a calendar of all of the assignments that we're going to be doing this semester. So I went through the entire 8 weeks and then looked at all of the labs that we're going to do. There's a couple weeks that we have 2 labs, or a couple weeks that we have 1 lab. And I put in the calendar when I need to pour the plates, and then when the assignments are due, like right here. And then when we need to start the incubating period, or anything like that. So if there is something where we need to incubate, then I wrote down where we need to start the incubation period. And if there's something where we need a culture before we start the incubation period, then I wrote that down at the beginning of the week. So this will help me keep organized throughout the entire semester, so that I know exactly when I need to start stuff, and then when it's due by. So that one's for September, and then this one's for October, and then I've got the last date right in there. So I will go ahead and show you where I'm incubating the cultures. So this cupboard right here is the best cupboard for incubation. It's nice and big. I can fit my whole arm in there. And obviously I don't store anything in it. There's never going to be any children or animals walking around in here that could get hurt. Also, there's no airflow because it is completely sealed in the cupboard area, and it's also quite dark in there. I never open the cupboard unless I'm going to grab out a culture, and then also the bathroom lights are usually off, so there won't be any light seeping in through the cracks. But yeah,